Another thing that keeps me alive is like I don't want to miss another album. I really and this tour like things like that to look forward to, and like that's the stuff that you have to focus on. But yeah, I really do go like when she announced that she was coming out with Midnights, I was like, I guess I gotta last till October 28th.
6 months.
I really was like more cautious crossing streets and stuff. I was like, I would be so sad. It would be one of my last words. Is like, just tell me how Midnights is on a Ouija board. Tell me your favorite tracks.
What are your favorite tracks?
Okay, let's honestly, Lavender Haze is like.
That's the one he wrote off.
Really,
I like it too.
I
love Lavender Haze.
There's a correct answer to this, by the way.
Well, the correct answer is would have, could have, should have, or You're on Your Own, Kid, are the two top spots for me, 100%, and they will always be. But I'm talking Lavender Haze has come up higher. Maroon.
Maroon is the definitive correct answer.
It's so good.
I don't care what your preferences are. That is the best song on that album.
Would have, could have, should have is inarguably as almost as good as all two.
Everyone who listens to Would Have, Could Have is like, this is one of her best songs of all time.
It is so good, and but Maroon is so good. That's my probably favorite off of Midnights, not with the 2 a.m. and then but You're on Your Own, Kid also.
Sweet Nothings I love.
Oh, it's so good.
So cute.
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
But even the ones I don't like, my least favorite is Snow on the Beach, and I post my rankings quite often.
Because you would have thought that would have been like
that was one I was like, I can't wait for this to
together.
rip me apart.
I know, but
it's like one line and that's it.
I do like the weird but fucking beautiful line, but
she got a little heavy-handed with the cursing on this album, and people are kind of calling her like out, like, oh, she's like a girl who just learned to curse. But I like it.
I like it very much.
It was over the top. I didn't. She sprinkled it in.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't find it too over the top, and
it's more than usual for her, but like.
And who cares if a man? I'm sorry to play the man thing, but if a man cussed, no one would be like, he's too much cussing. It's because she's a girl that had an image before. Let it fly.
Yeah, you're right. I think she's more genuine now than she was then, because then she was trying to be like
suck my dick. I want Taylor Swift to say that.
She kind of like there's some naughty things
in the song in Mad Woman. She says, "Does she mouth you forever?"
Does she mouth you? Like does she like mouth it? But it says, "Does she mouth?" Forever.
For a long time, I was like, does she mouth?
And then the one
forever?
Lyric that's like, my pennies made your crown. She's talking about Scooter being like, did my Spotify pennies that you make off those albums. But it sounds like she said my panties made your ground, and I was like, I thought she was talking about like a guy. Like
hit the ground.
That's a great way of being like.
By the way,
this guy and I are fucking now, and I'm like, oh, go Taylor, and then I heard it was pennies made your crown.
If you ever want to be able to describe how unwavering her support is. She has a song on this album about just cheating on a guy, and no one cares. Like cheating can be excused in I think in a million cases, but it's usually pretty excused in exceptionally toxic relationships. And she doesn't paint that picture. She's just like, I just cheated on you, dude. And
because we all know that he deserves. Like we're all just like, go Taylor. She hasn't written a single song about this guy except I forgot you existed.
Doesn't she like say the date?
April 29th, I think.
Yeah, do you really want to know where I was April 29th? And
like that's
do you really want to know how he brought me back to life? Do we really have to paint the constellations in his eyes? It's like,
but you know,
Jesus, he
got
turned out, dude.
I got a boyfriend. He's older than us. He's in the club doing I don't know what. And then even in the song, the Bejeweled, when I meet the band, they ask, do you have a man? I can still say I don't remember. I mean, these are all leading to her being like,
I heard an argument about that. Do you think she was saying, I don't remember?
No,
or
she was saying,
remember because you told me I'm not your boyfriend?
No, she's saying that this guy that like is always in the club working a lot, and our relationship is already doomed, and I know it, and I go and I meet this band backstage, and they're like, do you have a boyfriend? And she's like, I actually don't remember, which is sending a signal to them like, you can try to fuck me.
But the argument I was hearing was that she's saying to the boyfriend, I don't, remember? Like, you told me you're not my boyfriend.
Oh, but I don't.
I
thought
it was the way you're talking about
on YouTube, and if there's a comma, then yours is right. But if there's not, she's
just like, I don't remember.
She's grammatically
I thought it worked either way to be like
precise.
I don't remember. You told me we're not
She's
dating.
so grammatically precise. Remember she changed it. But when Folklore first came out, there was a song where it was like, in it was they capitalized North, and it was because she was talking about Kanye's kid.
Oh, Whoa! I didn't know that.
It
That's
was
a deep
because
cut.
she made it
That's
capitalized.
that's what the rumor was, and then
she changed it to lowercase.
And then it was changed to lowercase.
Okay.
Well, so
yeah, 'cause she
then,
didn't capitalize
if you're gonna do it,
anything
you
in
gotta-
folklore.
But she says two different. She says two north, south, east, west, whatever those are called, directions. She has two separate directions in that lyric, and only north was capitalized.
Yeah, she was definitely sending a sign. I don't like these revisions. Like
I
when
was gonna
she.
say that, but then she should have stuck with it.
in
Like
the-
when she took down the fat, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that either. I don't think it was a right move for her because she was saying fat is wrong. Like she looks and she sees fat, and obviously that's wrong because the girl's looking at her in the mirror being like, no,
But that's
girl.
that's her own. That's
She's
that's
not
her
wrong.
own demon she's fighting with.
The problem with the world is with this whole fat shaming thing. The problem with being why Taylor Swift doesn't want to be fat is not because fat is wrong inherently or it makes a bad person. It's because society tells us, because constantly everything in media says fat is wrong.
Right.
And so that's what she was saying. She was saying that society says fat is wrong. She wasn't saying fat is
and guess
wrong.
what? If you don't get that, you're a idiot. You're a
such
fat idiot.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's the same thing you were saying about The Office. If you don't understand that Michael Scott is a moron saying these things,
Yes.
that's the whole point.
When
is that
people-
it's not right.
The body positivity movement, it needs a little bit of a wake up call of like when women, if I, there's been times on my podcast where I'm like, I've gained some weight, I'm like feeling really bad about myself, and people go, but you're thin, like how could you? And it's like, because
That's bullshit.
I know how the world works, and if you're telling me that Hollywood likes fat people, you're delusional.
Right.
You think that this is fixed? You think because they put one fat woman on This Is Us, or there's like we had Adele
or some shit.
before, Rebel Wilson
But
before.
then also Adele got in trouble for losing weight.
Yeah, that
right?
was crazy.
Exactly. Well, it's like, but it's not fixed. There is still a total. Hollywood doesn't like fat people still. I like fat people. I don't have a problem. I wish I could be fat and feel like
They
I
are
could
a
still
little
have a career,
loud.
but I could. I don't think I could.
They're a little loud.
And it's like,
No, it does get forced. It's like they put you on the cover, and it's
I
not because
do like-
people want to see that. It's because the
well, I like that. I think they
company
do
is
need
making
to
it happen,
force
know?
that. I think they need to force that
but I'm
down our
saying
throats.
it's not there yet. It's still,
not there yet,
It's not like
yes.
people are like, the day I remember when one of the athletes, some athlete came out as gay. The first one, I'm forgetting his name because
Mateo?
my
I'm just
point
kidding.
is that it's so inconsequential. But there was this. A lot of
I
people
remember,
reacted
yeah.
as like, "This is nobody even cares." And I was like, first of all, the idea was kind of like,
Why do you
if-
need to tell us this? It's a sport. Just play your
Right,
sport.
no, more like this is so it's so not a big deal is the proof that we're okay with it,
Right.
And it's like no, that
No.
guy's still gonna run into people who call him and like it's a problem on the football field. So
Yes.
he still deserves props for all that.
Yes.
But it is sort of like it was more accepted and kind of like glossed over.
That's the
and
thing is that people when girls say I'm fat and they're sad about it, people go, don't be sad. That means you're fat shaming people who are fat, and it's like no, I'm still seeing the world for what it is.
Right.
I
It's
don't
just
like.
let's be honest.
I don't like what I'm living in where
Yeah.
fat people are discriminated against, but I'm still living in that world, and I want to, and as much as I wish it was different, I still have to like play that game, and I don't want to play that game, and I think that we need to, my point is I would love if I got really fat someday to be able to still have a career, and I don't believe that I would be able to.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
And it's like I have this whole bit about it now, and it's touchy to talk about as a woman who's like thinner, to be like talking about that Hollywood has a fat problem and to say stuff, but it's like I don't know. I've just felt like backlash sometimes from women of being like, you're setting a bad example by crying about how you've gained weight, and it's like because
This is
because
fucking real.
look
Let
around
me fucking,
you.
Yeah.
You
It's
think
like,
we're
just-
okay? You
just
think
be
everyone's
honest.
okay with this?
Yeah.
It's just,
Just
it's just.
be honest about it.
But then I just, you still get like scared of like being canceled. But at the end of the day, I'm always just like, do I hate fat people? No. So that's where I go, well, no, I'm not doing anything to make fat people feel bad about themselves. I'm just trying to call out the way
The
it
world
is.
you live in, yeah.
Yes. And I do
The only
love.
fat person I hate is John. You're the only
Me?
one. Yeah.
I just laughed in that.
I just saw that his IV drip got just taken out for a second. I saw this like micro expression of just sadness.
That was great.
It's just like John took a little longer to get to my head than everything else.
Like-
I was like, yeah, I hate him too.